Hey, what's up, guys? Half a Hot Rod here. Wanted to do a quick unboxing and show off some tools that I got from my good buddy Edgar over at Scale Writers. You probably know him from the Scale Writers podcast, but he now has a web store you can go buy some awesome tools from. And guys, I'm not joking. I ordered this on Thursday night. He shipped them out Friday, and I have it here on Monday. And that's the kind of service that we're looking for over here. Get this decal out of the way. I already opened it up and unboxed everything, but I wanted to show you guys these little God hand nipper covers. They're meant for their side cutters, but I wanted to see if they fit other sizes. So these are my Tamiya side cutters, nippers, whatever you want to call them. I call them side cutters, but and yep, that fits on there. This is great for protecting the tips of your tools, the blade of it, so you're not exposing it to things where it might get fall onto the floor, especially if you have tile or something. Chip those. I've seen those break. But also it just protects you. If you got kids or pets around, don't want something getting poked by those. Or if you never dropped one of these on your feet before while barefoot, that hurts. So avoid that. Get some covers. And then I wanted to show off a couple things. I'm not sure how you pronounce this brand's name. I believe it's Display, but it's a up and coming Chinese brand. I've seen a lot of people use their tools, and these are some really nice high end angled tweezers here. And I'm just gonna take this off just for a second so you can see. Whoops, see if it'll focus again there. How fine those points are. So this is great for very, very small pieces, photo etch pieces, stuff like that. So we're definitely going to keep those with the cover on there. Pop that back in the box. Well, actually, let's take a look at these sanding sponges real quick. These are also God Hand products. I use tons of sanding products, as far as paper goes, sanding sponges, but I haven't given, these specialty hobby style ones a try yet. And this goes from 120 all the way up to 400 for your rough plastic sanding, to shape, get mold lines off, anything like that. And then you can go over to your 2000 all the way up to 10,000. That's more for the polishing. If you're doing Gundam kits, and you're not painting them, they're already solid color, you're just putting them together. Maybe you're taking the mold lines off, taking the seam lines out, but you just want it to look nice. You can go over those pieces with some of the more polishing pads, get it shined up very nice with the raw plastic. That works very well. I've seen people do that multiple times. And then these are what I was most excited for, really. I mean, I got some of the side cutters as well. I believe these are just the single bladed ones, so it's bladed on one side. We'll pop these open real quick. These are definitely more of the ergonomic style. Handle fits in the hand pretty nicely there. And actually, maybe these are the double bladed ones. I think maybe the single bladed ones are the other style. But I'm gonna definitely give these a try. There was a couple things I wanted to try out with these real quick here, but oh yeah, very good cutting power on that. Very smooth cuts on there. Let's see if we can get that to focus up at all. I'm gonna go for the cardboard. There we go. So you see it bites a little bit, but that was just nipping it off without even trying. Stuff like that. So it's definitely got some cutting power. Gets you closer when you're cutting in on parts rather than having to cut way back here and then trim it up. You can cut a little bit closer there. But what I really wanted to give a try was these scissors right here. So apparently, according to the manufacturer, these will cut anything from as thin as paper and like clear acetate if you're making kit windows or glass that you need to custom make for maybe like a resin model or something like that. Was what I had originally was thinking of it for, but apparently this will cut up to 2 millimeter thick plastic, including sprues. And actually, I think that is one of the pictures they have on there is cutting sprues. And then oh, it doesn't say it on that picture. On the website, it had a thing there that said 2 millimeter. So what I wanted to try is, and these come locked. So we pop that open. That locks it. Opens that up. That's a big spring right there. So make sure we're focused here. Same piece of plastic. Oh wow, that is So can we cut like a, can't so much cut like a curve, but take it over to the, see, that's a pretty thick sprue there. Yeah, wow. That's got some decent cutting power to it. For sure. And I just cleaned my desk off. I'm going to be cleaning it again, but check that out. Wow, that cuts very thick. And then what I was going to try as well is it's, you know, for cutting decal paper, water slides, or stickers. This is a sticker. Sorry, Joel. I have a million of these. Don't worry, these aren't going to waste. But yeah, cuts very nicely on paper. Cut a little curly Q out of that so you can cut a circle. Yeah. That blade definitely stays true all the way through it. These are awesome. These I'm hoping are going to become, you know, a staple in my little tool corral here, as you know, on top of the X-Acto handle that I've got here. This is my favorite one from Tamiya, which is weighted. But these are incredible. I am very impressed with these. They feel good in the hand. They feel like, you know, gardening shears or something like that, but the blade itself, it's serrated on just the one side, smooth on the other, so it's got, you know, multiple cutting surfaces depending on what you're cutting. You know, so the paper isn't actually hitting that serrated, you know, when you're cutting just the decal paper, but when you're getting, you know, to like the 2 millimeter thick plastic there, then you're hitting the serrated on that side, and that'll give it a little bit of extra bite to cut through that plastic, as well as the relief. You know, so it's not a sharp shear that it, you know, is cutting off. It gives the plastic a little bit of room to relieve itself as it's cutting through. And man, that is incredible. I love these little snippers. These scissors. Awesome product right there. And then the last two things we have. Oh, actually, no. I take that back. Second to last thing that we have is another one of these Display branded tools. Now, this is what they're calling their Ultimate Precision File. And I believe on the box here, where was it? Yeah, it is a tempered glass file. And so this is definitely one you're going to want to keep inside this plastic protection case that it comes with. And so it's only, you got the file blade on the one side here, but as you can see, let's see if we can't get that to focus up here at all. There we go. The super fine buffing. Now this is probably, I'm not sure if this is actually something you can use on paint. I'll have to give it a try. But look at that. That is a piece of tempered glass just like you would find on your bog standard iPhone or something like that. And then it's coated on those two sides with that chrome look there. But this is a super, super fine file, as you can barely see. Those blades there. So we'll have to give that a shot. I'm really interested to see how that works. I want to say that this said it was, what was it, like 10,000 grit, the same as the polishing. I could have sworn I saw something that actually, you know, related it to a grit on the website, but I will have to clarify that. But these were the other two big things, and this is what, you know, another one that I didn't want to have shipped, you know, all the way from Japan through one of those other sellers, just because of the size and the awkwardness of it. It's flat, but when you're getting, you know, you don't get to throw it in a bubble mailer or something like that as easy. It ends up coming in a box. But these are the Infini cutting boards, and these, I already have one of them. I'm not sure if I have it accessible right this second, but it is just a straight line one. Yeah, I don't have it right in front of me, but it's just the straight line one. So you can cut straight line tape of any, pretty much all the way down to like 1 millimeter or half a millimeter. I forget what it is. I think it's 1 millimeter thick of masking tape. But this, I got type D and type B. I think type A is the original one that I have. There's all C, I believe, is just wide curves. So if you're doing bigger models or something like that, but I didn't really have so much of a use for it as much as these two, especially the circle for doing complicated masks or for lowrider paint jobs, stuff like that. Especially up here, these kind of things, you can get different all sorts of different types of masks made out of this, because it just depends on where you cut it. So you lay down your piece of tape all the way across it, and you can cut out any size and then any thickness as well of any of those. So there's lots of options with these. I mean, it's the possibilities are endless, really, if you take a look at the back and their examples. Oh yeah, type A right here is the one that I have already, and so you can cut both directions to get different width of different sized lines, and then the curves as well over here. Yeah, they don't have a different picture on the other one, but so you get an idea at least of the size of circles, your concentric circles. They even have an example right there. You could cut kind of a wedge in the shape of a windshield wiper, and then paint over it, with a mat, so it looks like it's dirty, and then have the clean swipe from where the windshield wiper is going. So the possibilities are endless for this kind of stuff. So this is definitely like a utility tool where, do I have an exact plan for what I'm going to use with this right now? No, but this is going to be something that will stay in the tool bench for years and years to come. And it's just an extra tool to have around, that when you do decide or you find something that this will work for, it's fantastic. That's such an awesome feeling, is finding something that, oh, I have that in hand ready to go. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and go check out Scale Writers. ScaleWriters.com, I believe, is the website. Google it. You can find them on Instagram. Check out the Scale Writers podcast. If you haven't listened to it yet, give that a listen. Definitely worthwhile. And I'm not used to talking this long anymore, so have a great night, everybody.